Hello and welcome to the next instalment of our alphabet series on routine podiatric complaints, and today is the turn of I for ingrowing toenails. Now this is something I see pretty much on a daily basis in clinic, either a true ingrowing toenail or toenails that really have the potential to become ingrowing or on the cusp of ingrowing. What is an ingrowing toenail? Where it is where the sides of the nail actually grow into the surrounding skin and pierce the skin. This makes the toe red, swollen, tender, really painful to touch or put pressure on it. You can get that really hypersensitive red tissue that bleeds really easily. That's called hypergranulation tissue. And you can get infections as well, which is why a lot of people need to see their GP for antibiotics. It's usually the big toes, but can actually be any toe on the foot. And what causes it? Well, I hate to say it, usually it is poor nail cutting techniques. So a lot of these are self-inflicted. People haven't cut the nails properly, they've missed a bit in the corner, or the worst culprit for this is actually picking those toenails rather than cutting them. That is the quickest and easiest way to cause your own ingrowing toenails. So big no-no to the picking of the toenails. Do make sure you cut them properly. Other causes can be wearing tight shoes or tight socks. Now ladies, I hate to say it, we are the worst culprits for this. Those nice pointy stilettos, they are a big cause of ingrowing toenails. Guys, if you've got particularly sweaty feet, and ladies too, but they can cause ingrowing toenails. The skin around the nail becomes a lot softer and it's a lot easier for a nail to actually pierce the skin. And so if you have particularly sweaty feet, that can be a cause. Injury is also a big cause. If you have damaged the toenail in the past, stubbed it, or it has come off through doing a long walk or something like that, as it grows back it can actually grow and pierce the skin, and so that can be a cause of it as well. And sometimes it's genetic. It is the shape of the nail that just predisposes you to having problems with ingrowing toenails. And occasionally a fungal nail infection can actually distort the shape of the nail, make it thicker, and you can actually get an ingrowing toenail from those as well. So what can we do about this? Well, nail cutting advice. Technique is key. We advise you to cut as straight across the nail as possible, but if you have a more rounded toenail, cut to the shape of the toe. Just make sure you are not cutting right down into the sides that you can't see. Make sure you can see all the edge of the toenail when you're cutting them. As I mentioned, footwear is a big component. Stay away from those tight pointy shoes and the tight football boots, rugby boots, those types of things. They are all big causes of ingrowing toenails. So wear something that is appropriate for your foot shape. If you have a squarer or rounder foot, you will need to wear shoes appropriate for that. If you have a problem with an ingrowing toenail, see your podiatrist. They are the people that can sort it out for you. You only need to see your GP if you are worried it's got an infection in it. They will be able to give you antibiotics, but it is your podiatrist that will be able to treat it for you. And sometimes we can do that conservatively, and sometimes we advise nail surgery to actually remove part or all of the toenail. And I can discuss that further in another video if people would like. So, ingrowing toenails, nail cutting technique, footwear advice, see your podiatrist. Now remember to watch NK Sports Podiatry for their next instalment of their MSK A-Z, and keep watching both channels for further A-Z videos.